Hello, my name is Najee Nottingham, and I'll be going over what I've done this month for Milestone 2. So here is Perforce. Here's our build section, our team build folder here, our file, Milestone 2. I've already downloaded this file and pasted it into a new folder. So let's add one in. Through here, I will select my level, Lightning Strike, level 1 to 4. So in this level design, the player is led along the path using combinations of combat rooms, platforming challenges, and puzzles. The layout introduces obstacles that forces the player to explore and progress through the combat room, which I have mentioned before, in levels A to D. If I'm platforming over lava pits, and of course lightning traps, which you will see soon, and collecting orbs to open up doors. So the player's gonna start through, come here in the starting point. Jump over these logs here. Pass this checkpoint. Battle. Come over here. This pathway is blocked off, so we have to go back. Come over here. Shoot some more enemies. Now here's the lava pit. Now the player must not jump into the lava pit, otherwise it would damage the player. So you gotta jump over this lava pit. Jumping over. See the smoke coming out. So if I happen to fall into lava pit, see that? It damaged the player. So be very careful not to fall in. Jump over. Alright, clear that way. Facing some more zombies. More zombies to face. Now since I'm in the lightning area, in the lightning level, the player can use other two elements, the fire and ice one. So since we have cleared level A, the player will now go to level B, where the player will be introduced to the lightning ability. We come through here. So now this door here says collect one blue orb. So find that blue orb. Over here's a blue orb. Collect it. And we come back. And this door right here will automatically open for us. Bam. And see this visual cohe sign is symbol is for the lightning ability. So when you use it, you press 5. That does a lot of damage. Pass another checkpoint. Please don't get some more zombies. More zombies in there. These are the tanks ones. color red. They're the strongest ones. The player will then broke through that ice wall, which you saw there with the fireball, into this room here. So we're gonna come back out. I'm gonna go through this ice wall here using the fireball. Now the player has cleared out level B, so then we're gonna move on to level C. And here is where you will see the lightning traps. Just like the lava pit, do not fall into the lightning area. I see that? I got damage right there. Red orb, what does it do? I don't know. So, in this area here, the player will be given two choices to go left or right. So if I choose to go left, it says I need to collect 2 red orbs. So let's go back to the right. It says collect 1 red orb. So if I happen to go over and collect this 1 red orb here, then I'll be able to go and enter this door here. Into this room here for basic jumping while still battling off the zombies. Ooh, be careful with that. More zombies to face. And there is the second orb. Excellent. Now that we have the second orb, let's go back over to the left, to this door here. Opens up. Now we enter this room here where the player needs to walk through to get out. Whilst fighting off some more zombies. Come to this checkpoint here. Small lightning traps to pass over. A door here, but we can't go through it. Cannot go through it. And the zombie. Come over here. Up here. Now the player has cleared out level C. We come through here. This our last checkpoint. Now the player needs to get across these spinning daggers here to get to the last door. What these spinning daggers does is that when if the player gets hit by them, the player will respawn back to this checkpoint here. So then this door says, collect one yellow orb. And there's our yellow orb. Collect it. And we reach our final destination. So the player has died. Now must go back and fight again. So now we have cleared out our last level, which is level D. For visual feedback, it's provided through elements like, of course, the fireball and ice, which I mentioned before, that the player can use while the player still learns the basic ability for the lightning one. For the visual cohesion, as I mentioned before, about the lightning traps being color light blue, the lava pits being an orange color. For these spinning daggers here, color for them is white. For the orbs, which you have seen there, collecting the blue orb, the red orb, and the last one is the yellow orbs to open up the doors, so the player can progress through the level. So the gameplay becomes increasingly complex, as you advance through each of these levels while learning about the new abilities and how to use them, and fighting off against different types of enemies, the zombies, and of course the tanks. And while completing the puzzles and basic movements, as you see here for the spinning daggers, you jump over. For the orbs, you collect the orbs to open the doors, and for the lava and lightning traps, you jump over them to get to the other side. So then we reach our final destination. Here is our green platform here, and that is it. We have completed the game. Thank you for watching.
Hello, I'm gonna be showing the level milestone. Um, so I already downloaded and extracted the zip here so that we don't have to waste time waiting for it. So my level was the ice level. This level is based off of a lab. Basically, I wanna have this blocks in the sky that are open. I basically want it to be like the ceiling is breaking when we have like some art assets because of the game is set in like the future. And these are supposed to be metal gates that go down. So the theme of the level, as I spoke before, it's a lab. So I have like consoles like this ones, and I want to put like beakers and tubes in this kind of things, as well as fridges containing like liquids that they need to refrigerate and such. level is that the zombies here, they're supposed to be swarming you basically, but they don't respawn. So basically, you're supposed to use the ice spear to slow them down so you can take them out slowly. Also, those things, they're keys, and you basically need to collect them in order to open these doors. As you can see, the more we progress in the game, the more enemies we get in a shorter space of, like in a shorter room. So basically, they're supposed to like, since they're really fast, they're supposed to overrun you quickly. Also, this is one of the optional rooms that I made. Once you collect the orb that was like right there, you can come over here, and then this one it leads you to like an ammo closet where you should be able to like refill the ammo for your gun if you need to. And this is supposed to be the door that leads you to the exit right here. So yeah, that's my level.
Hello, my name is Brandon Finero of Team Black Vanguard Hearts. This is a video for the Milestone 2 level sprint submission. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show the submission of the work that I've been doing for this past sprint on the level. And this is our current updated Milestone 2 build that we have here, and I already downloaded for the sake of the video. Not there. It's located on the desktop. Right. Okay, so for this sprint, I was chosen to do the fireball level mechanic demonstration. And there are a few things that I had for the scope of the level and for the time's sake of the time frame I was given, other things I had to take care of, that I did not get a chance to implement in. One of which being the ability to fix the issue of the fireball clipping through other meshes that are not enemies. And as you can see, this created a problem for me personally because this is the older character and some of the bugs that we have haven't been fixed entirely yet, which is fine because it works for their levels. That's all that matters. But me specifically, I didn't think I would have to have run into this much of a roadblock, but it ended up becoming a bigger issue than I originally suspected, which is fine because we are actually implementing the 2.0 version of the character sometime this weekend or next week, which is going to be great, and it'll fix this problem. Start off, there is a couple of zombies you can see in the distance, and as clearly over the wall is a bright blue icicle, or construct as we call them. And the objective of the player, and this is something also for time's sake that I wanted to have a splash screen instructing the player destroy the confluxes before time runs out, and the timer above is counting down. So right off the get-go, there are two paths you can take, right or left. Either one is optimal. There is no right or wrong. So I'll just go right, just to show. There's enemies riddled throughout the different broken sections of the map. Inside the middle, you'll find they're hiding around corners or guarding things like health packs. This guy, I think I forgot to turn him around, which is fine. So it was just a simple mistake on my part. Because the zombies don't have a hit detection perception yet. So when they get hit, when they're up being detected, they will just stand there, which is just a minor bug. But as you see, I started on the right side trying to show the right path, but I still easily made it over to the left side, which is optimal for the player to be able to get to different areas without having to go too far. Because since it is a time constrained level, we want them to have access to the entire level at all times. So if they feel like they're getting overwhelmed and they need to run, they can run to a different construct, maybe one of the constructs they had already previously cleared out, to try to save themselves some time. And there is a health pickup at every single construct because this is the stressful part of the maps where there are more enemies. So just to demonstrate the way the functionality was supposed to work, shooting the construct does no damage. And I did that on purpose because I don't want them to just shoot it and blow it up. What the goal was just to have the fireball shoot the construct, demonstrate the fireball mechanic, and have the construct shrink, like ice melting. And eventually it would shrink down until it disappears and the player would move on to the next one. The win condition was set up to be removing all three confluxes in the area will allow the player to progress to the next level. But being that the fireball is currently broken, it doesn't allow me to show the win condition of my level. But as you can see, it clearly works on enemies, which is why it hasn't been an issue until now. And the fireball does also push them back a little bit, which is good. And again, in every corner, there is a health pack. Since I'm not able to properly demonstrate the win condition that I set up, I'm going to show what happens when the timer runs out. So despite the win condition not functioning properly, the losing condition works just fine. Again, normally I would be able to destroy these with the fireball, but cannot. Overall, the scope of the level was actually pretty within means. I just had some minor issues that has set me back. But if it wasn't for those issues, I think this thing would have been much more solid of a level visually. I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. It didn't work. But yep, see, at the end of the timer, mouse freezes, player cannot do any inputs, and the game over screen occurs. So, with that being said, I'll pass it over to one of my teammates. Thank you for watching.